Nation, we know that dancehall artist, incarcerated dancehall artist Vybz Kartel will soon be facing the Privy Council. But we're going to look at what's the recent happening, which led most of Vybz Kartel fans to believe that Vybz Kartel facing the Privy Council will be the key to Vybz Kartel's freedom. Selector Foota Hype is now calling for more law-abiding citizens to be legal gun owners. We'll be looking into why the Selector made that statement. Dancehall artist Sikka Rymes is now in the hands of the Jamaican police. The entertainer is held for questioning pertaining to the recent passing of his close friend. What nation is Sikka Rymes assisting the police with their investigation to help lead to an arrest? Or are the police questioning Sikka Rymes because they see him as a suspect? We are going to also look at why the People's National Party chairman and the vice president resigned. All of this and more when we return. But first, nation, the intro.
R.I.P. to my friend Tico Dan. Remember days gone by when we rap the sweetie van. I not say we really want to do it, but I just because mommy tell we send no food no day I had for now.
The visuals wanna say the song wanna hear. That is the new music video for the single titled Girls Life by dancehall artist Pink Boss. The visuals was released yesterday. I mean, tell a nation, the feedback on that is just simply outstanding. According to what all are saying, if not all, most are saying this song, Girls Life by dancehall artist Pink Boss, is the next hit song on the dancehall scene, dancehall platform amongst the dancehall community. In a Girls Life, Pink Boss simply tell him story about how Pink Boss present him story is delivery. The lyrics, the flow is why most people will come across the song seem to take on to the song. But nation, we are going to leave with the link for that. Also, make we check out a piece more of the music video.
R.I.P. to my friend Tico Dan. Remember days gone by when we rap the sweetie van. I not say we really want to do it, but I just because mommy tell we send no food no day I had for yam. No misinterpret me, do not get me wrong. I'm not a robber, I'm a youth full of ambition. Everything for them shampoo, check with condition. See them asleep in a while, mommy can't afford the fan.
Who for name out there also a buzz? It is dancehall artist Amari. Amari gave a preview of her soon to be released single. Well, it's not even a preview still, you know. Amari performed the full song. Enough chatting still. Check out the clip, nation. The fans of dancehall artist Vybz Kartel are now in a very optimistic state of mind about Vybz Kartel facing the Privy Council. Why is that? Vybz Kartel's lawyer Isiah Buchannan recently spoke with Lisa Evers of F0X5 News about Vybz Kartel appeal, the case, and more.
He is bigger than Biggie, Tupac, and Jay-Z combined in Jamaica and known all over the world. Well, now recording artist Vybz Kartel is in the fight for his life and for his freedom. All right, Lisa Evers here now with the exclusive interview with his lawyer in Kingston, Jamaica. Lisa.
Well, Stephen Laurie, he is known as the king of the dance hall, a music superstar with millions of fans worldwide. But for nearly a decade, Vybz Kartel has been behind bars on a murder conviction, a crime he insists he did not commit. Now, in an exclusive interview, his attorney Isiah Buchannan tells me there's new evidence of foul play and fake phone messages that could throw out his conviction and set Kartel free. So he's taking the case to London in a high-stakes appeal. Artist Vybz Kartel, whose legal name is Isiah Palmer, is much more than a performer and prolific creator. He's an influential cultural icon, the epitome of the self-made man from the streets who succeeded despite the odds. Now facing a life sentence on a murder conviction, he's in the battle of a lifetime, his last chance at freedom.
Looking at the evidence, this case was about getting Vybz Kartel in prison and leaving him there.
Human rights attorney Isiah Buchannan tells me that much of Kartel's 2014 murder conviction, along with 3 co-defendants, was based on questionable evidence from a BlackBerry Torch cell phone with a SIM card.
What was put before the jury was evidence that we do not know if it is authentic. But certainly what we do now know is that there was tampering of that cell phone.
Vybz Kartel's attorney says that evaluation came from a court-authorized British digital expert flown in from the UK. He believes that, along with what he says are violations of Kartel's constitutional rights, earned him the chance to appeal the conviction to the UK's Privy Council, similar in power to the United States Supreme Court.
Our hope is that the Privy Council, in reviewing the evidence, including the fresh evidence that will be put before them, would come to the conclusion that everyone has looked at the case or is certainly have access to the material would find that the conviction is unsafe and cannot stand.
Attorney Buchannan says the Privy Council has several options, but he's focusing on the best case scenario for the imprisoned dancehall king.
We're looking for a complete overturn of the conviction and naturally for Mr. Palmer and his co-defendants to be free.
Now, Attorney Buchannan says he plans to file what's called a fresh evidence application to the Privy Council within the next several weeks. He tells me he's confident that after a thorough review, justice will prevail and Vybz Kartel will be a free man by next year.
So while Vybz Kartel fans, Gaza fans are being optimistic about Vybz Kartel's meeting with the Privy Council, on the other side of the camp for dancehall artist Sikka Rymes, it seems as if there's trouble. And nation, we are going to look at how things can quickly switch from good looking to ugly. As first we saw this, Sikka Rymes land endorsement deal. Dancehall artist Sikka Rymes is the latest artist to secure a major endorsement deal with a popular brand. This after urban clothing line Off-White named the entertainer as its latest ambassador. The value of the deal has not been disclosed, but is said to be worth 6 figures. Virgil Abloh, CEO of Off-White, said working with Sikka Rymes was easy as he feels the artist has a sound like no other. So nation, congratulations to Sikka Rymes on that. But nation, apart from that, this also occurred with Sikka Rymes and me I talk about just yesterday. Yesterday we got news or rumors started to circulate that the friend of dancehall artist Sikka Rymes was shot and killed. We got some kind of confirmation on that as Dancehall Mag shared the article on the matter with the headline stating Sikka Rymes held for questioning after murder of his friend. And nation, that article is from sometime yesterday. But nation, I think one of Zip FM's most recent posts on their Instagram page is some kind of confirmation to this story. Zip FM shared this: Sikka Rymes questioned following friend's murder. Zip shared that with the caption stating, dancehall artist Sikka Rymes is reportedly being questioned by the police in relation to a shooting incident which claimed the life of one of his associates. The police believe that the entertainer can assist with the ongoing investigation. The killing is said to be a reprisal for a murder committed a month ago. Rymes is known for his collabs with dancehall star Vybz Kartel, including like Superman, Heavyweight and Skate. Nation, as you say, I kinda catch that post 20 minutes after it was shared, so it's basically about an hour ago. But nation, I wonder if some of the things that sources are saying are true. Some of the rumored things are true. Rumor stating that the police are not just asking Sikka Rymes to help with the investigation, but the police have Sikka Rymes as a suspect. And this again is from sources. Nation, sources are stating that it's not no 1 and 2 police go pick up Sikka Rymes, or Sikka Rymes was not asked to carry himself to the police station. The amount of police go pick up the entertainer, dig up the location where he currently reside. Sources are saying it more seems as if the police have Sikka Rymes as a suspect. And also the first article from Dancehall Mag stating that Sikka Rymes is held by the Jamaican police was shared sometime yesterday, and it seems as if Sikka Rymes is still being held by the Jamaican police up to an hour ago. Reason why I say that, Zip FM recently shared that article that Sikka Rymes is held by the Jamaican police. If he was released at that time, Zip FM would certainly share that, although he was later released. We're gonna move on to this. Selector Foota hype is calling for more law-abiding citizens to become legal gun owners. First, we get this. Yesterday we got news that 4 killed as gunmen and police battled in Kingston. According to the Jamaica Star, the police and armed men traded bullets in separate incidents yesterday in the corporate area in Riverton City, St. Andrew. 3 men were killed during a shootout as the police attempted to intercept 2 vehicles in the Gullybank area of the community. Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, commanding officer for the St. Andrew South Division, heaped praises on his men for their work. He also confirmed that 4 persons, 2 of whom are currently hospitalized, were arrested, and that 2 illegal firearms with several rounds were recovered from the scene when the shooting subsided. Nation, say here we're going this, so I think it's because of that incident. Foota hype had this to say.
They must make gun thing upon a law-abiding citizen level. See? They must make it be like America. Your slate clean, you don't have any criminal convictions, you're a citizen of Jamaica, you do your competence test, you know how to angle a firearm, you go through the training process and get your firearm. Everybody forget firearm once you're over 18. Everybody, you go with your ID and you buy your gun and you have your protection. You know how much people dead because the police at the station and a jeep? You know how much people call 911 or 119 and say somebody a kick off them door if you come kill them. And because the police take too long, the whole family dead in the house. Think about it. Just think about it. Sometimes you know how far the station there from which part you will live. The gunman have ample time to kill you, kill your picnic them, go back on them bike or go back in them car and gone. Or walk and gone. By the police a driver come, the gunman walk past the police gone about him business. Think about it. How you going to eliminate that? How you can stop that? How you going to stop that? Sometimes the police have to go up some road where one way and a car comes down already and stuck up the road. Police black up. Take how long to clear. By the time police reach up there, be a dead body them see. Gunman gone. Case unsolved. Can nobody not see who do it? Well, if you did have a gun and the gunman a kick off your door and you put your gun to your window and say, move from the gate else me I go shut you. Him start think twice. And if you lift up your man and you fire off one, him gone like kite. Can you say, yeah, this get him say, no, this a trouble, me gone. Most gunmen in a Jamaica, they murder them when them commit an easy walkover. Them not get no competition. That's why the crime rate so high. You understand? That's why the crime rate so high. There's no opposing the gunman. The gunman invincible can just walk through the community and do what he do. You understand what I say? Him not have nobody to stop him. Yo, sir.
Young brother.
Yeah, you comment and you say, what you say? Gun is not the answer.
Me not think so. No.
Okay, so tell me what you think would be the answer to lower the crime rate.
Make illiteracy go down, brother.
Brother, everybody now can read and write.
Me never say everybody, but if you can cut down illiteracy, then you cut crime.
Bro,
if you
most
get
of
done, this. If you get dunce man a gun, whether he's slate clean or not, him not gonna make proper decision with them.
But brother, watch this now. Most educated man do more gruesome killing than dunce man.
The last thing we're going to look at in this report, PMP chairman and the vice president resign with immediate effect. Several senior members of Jamaica's main opposition, People's National Party, submitted their resignation on Friday. Vice President Damian Crawford, Wycombe McNeil, Michael Phillips and the party chairman Peter Paulwell resigned their positions with immediate effect. Recently nominated Vice President Michael Phillips has also decided to withdraw his nomination. In a joint statement on Friday, they said, "We engaged the wider leadership of the party in good faith negotiation to avoid further widening of the internal rift, recognizing that the party leader had declared publicly that the party could not countenance another divisive internal election at this time." They said they arrived at the decision after recognizing that the risk of another internal election before the wounds of the last presidential elections were adequately healed. The discussion within the party continued for more than 3 weeks, with some officers volunteering to step aside for the sake of unity. However, we concluded that the sincerity of certain members of the leadership was not forthcoming and that the minimalist efforts towards unity was that is inimical to the genuine pursuit of unity. Despite all the reasonable efforts to broker a platform of unity, there were otherwise covert attempts to sabotage the goal of peace and harmony with a plan to hoard the available positions in line with the previous public statements made by the leader, who pronounced a lack of trust for persons who did not support him in his campaign leadership and his preference to surround himself with only individuals who overtly endorse his candidacy. Therefore, to continue our sincere efforts to preserve our beloved party, which has served this nation well and has been at the forefront of much of its development, we have decided to resign our current position and turn our efforts towards rebuilding the constituency organizations. They continued. They said that the most ill of the PMP has been the disunity has plagued the party, which according to them has deepened since the recent internal election, where the victor has seemingly not acknowledged that unity is ultimately the responsibility of the victorious. We further believe that the disunity and display of the underhandedness have crippled the spirit and effectiveness of the Unity Committee. Despite this unfortunate development, we are committed to the continued progress of the party. To that end, we will work to advance the constituency organizations and develop ideas, policies and programs around which the society can coalesce to address the issues and serve Jamaican people, they concluded. Nation, you hear what going on so? Although they must say them resign based off of when I read it, seem as if they will still have a hand in the party. But Nation, I want to tell me what I think about that. For now, you see what time o'clock, you see what time o'clock, we quickly leave this place. And as usual, my people.